The most air-polluted cities in Canada. Stay away. Air pollution is no longer an unfamiliar issue. It has become a global threat, silently impacting our daily lives. The air we breathe contains countless invisible elements that can significantly harm our health. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, 91% of the global population lives in areas where air quality fails to meet its standards. This alarming figure highlights the serious implications of air pollution on human health. In Canada, while the country is renowned for its pristine environment and breathtaking landscapes, not every area meets cleanliness standards. Although Canada ranks third globally for air quality, this doesn't mean all its cities are spared from the impacts of pollution. Some areas, particularly large urban centers, are grappling with increasing levels of air pollution, primarily due to vehicle emissions, industrial activities, and the devastating wildfires that have occurred in recent years. Imagine this. Polluted air isn't just the unpleasant sensation when you breathe, it also carries fine particulate matter, PM 2.5, silent killers that can infiltrate your bloodstream and damage vital organs. Numerous studies have shown that high levels of air pollution can increase the risk of chronic illnesses such as cardiovascular diseases, strokes, lung cancer, and respiratory conditions like asthma and bronchitis. Vulnerable groups such as children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing conditions face even greater risks from air pollution. One critical factor to address is the rising frequency of wildfires in many areas of Canada. These fires not only devastate natural environments, but also release massive amounts of CO2 and fine particulate matter, significantly deteriorating air quality in many cities. During this year's wildfire season, for instance, smoke from fires in Alberta and British Columbia spread widely, affecting eastern provinces and even crossing borders to impact states in the US. Canada is an expansive country with cities spread from coast to coast. Each city has its unique characteristics, but not all are free from the threat of pollution. Today, we'll review the cities with the worst air quality in Canada. This list is based on factors such as PM 2.5 levels, industrial emissions, vehicle emissions, and natural phenomena like wildfires. First of 10. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Saskatoon, the largest city in Saskatchewan, is known for its vast wheat fields and picturesque natural scenery. However, it ranks among Canada's cities with the poorest air quality. Saskatoon's average PM 2.5 level is 6.8 micrograms M3. While this remains below the WHO's recommended maximum of 10 micrograms M3, it is still a notable concern. Saskatoon's PM 2.5 levels are comparable to those in London, Ontario, indicating that air pollution here is not negligible. Fine particulate matter, PM 2.5, is one of the most dangerous pollutants, capable of penetrating deep into the lungs and even entering the bloodstream. The primary causes of air pollution in Saskatoon include vehicle emissions, construction activities, and energy industry operations in nearby areas. Additionally, summer wildfires from neighboring provinces or Western Canada can further impact the city's air quality. Although Saskatoon's pollution levels are not as severe as those of major global cities, they serve as a reminder for residents to prioritize environmental protection and emission reduction. Initiatives like increasing public transportation use, expanding green spaces, and regulating industrial activities are essential steps toward improving air quality here. 9. St. Catharines, Ontario. Located less than an hour's drive from the US border, St. Catharines in Ontario is a beautiful city in the Niagara region, famous for its vineyards and natural beauty. Despite this, St. Catharines is among Canada's cities with subpar air quality, with an average PM 2.5 level of 6.9 micrograms M3. Though this level is below the WHO's maximum recommendation of 10 micrograms M3, it is still concerning, especially for those with respiratory conditions or sensitivities to air quality. PM 2.5 is a particularly hazardous component of air pollution, capable of penetrating deep into the lungs, causing irritation, and contributing to severe health issues like asthma, cardiovascular disease, and even lung cancer. Key sources of air pollution in St. Catharines include vehicle emissions, particularly due to its proximity to the US border and high traffic volumes along major routes. Additionally, the region is affected by industrial activities in the Great Lakes area, which is home to many large factories contributing to increased emissions. Despite these challenges, St. Catharines remains a desirable place to live due to its stunning landscapes and convenient location near major attractions. However, addressing air quality issues requires not only government efforts but also community collaboration to create a cleaner environment. Number 8. Toronto, Ontario. Toronto, the largest city in Canada and a major economic and cultural hub, is one of North America's most vibrant metropolitan areas. However, this status comes with a significant challenge: air quality. Toronto's average PM 2.5 level is 7 micrograms M3, placing it on the list of Canada's most polluted cities. Emissions from transportation, industrial activities, and the city's high population density are the primary contributors to Toronto's pollution. Summer smog, a mix of smoke and fog, frequently occurs on hot days, making the impact of air pollution particularly evident to residents. This phenomenon is especially bothersome for individuals with respiratory conditions such as COPD, asthma, or sinusitis. Smog not only reduces visibility, but directly affects respiratory health. Fine particles and ozone in the air can irritate the respiratory tract, exacerbating symptoms for COPD patients and others with lung-related issues. Prolonged exposure to polluted air can also increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. To protect health during smog-heavy days, Ontario Lung Association recommends the following. Control indoor humidity. Keep it between 30–50% to reduce allergens like dust mites and mold. Avoid outdoor activities during peak pollution hours, particularly on days with air quality advisories. Limit strenuous activities outside. Use air purifiers. HEPA filters can improve indoor air quality by minimizing fine particulate matter. Keep windows closed during high smog days. Prevent outdoor pollutants from entering your home. Number 7. Montreal, Quebec. Montreal, the largest city in Quebec and a cultural and artistic hub in Canada, is not exempt from air pollution issues. With an average PM 2.5 level of 7.1 micrograms M3, Montreal ranks 7th on the list of Canada's most polluted cities. One of the primary contributors to air pollution in Montreal is the widespread use of wood-burning stoves for heating. Currently, the city has about 50,000 wood-burning stoves, which are a significant source of fine particulate matter. Burning wood releases substantial amounts of PM 2.5, along with other harmful substances like carbon monoxide and volatile organic compounds, VOCs, which negatively impact both human health and the environment. To address this issue, Montreal's authorities have implemented strict regulations requiring residents to replace or stop using non-compliant wood-burning stoves. Only devices that meet minimum emission standards are permitted. These measures aim to significantly reduce emissions and improve air quality in the region. Pollution from wood-burning stoves affects not only outdoor air but also indoor air quality, particularly during winter when stoves are used more frequently. PM 2.5 exposure can lead to serious health problems, from eye, nose, and throat irritation to chronic conditions like asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and cardiovascular diseases. Vulnerable groups, such as the elderly, children, and individuals with underlying health issues, are most at risk. Montreal has invested in awareness campaigns, green space development, expanding public transportation, and adopting cleaner heating technologies. However, the cooperation of residents in changing wood-burning habits is critical for improving air quality in the city. Number 6. Kitchener, Ontario. Located about an hour west of Toronto, Kitchener is a peaceful city in Ontario. Despite its calm atmosphere, Kitchener faces challenges with air quality. With an average PM2.5 level of 7.3 micrograms SIM3, the city ranks 6th among Canada's most polluted cities. The main sources of air pollution in Kitchener are emissions from transportation and construction activities. On days with unfavorable weather conditions, pollution levels can spike, impacting community health, especially among vulnerable populations like children and the elderly. Experts recommend residents limit outdoor physical activity on poor air quality days to reduce exposure to harmful pollutants. Monitoring daily air quality indices, AQI, is also crucial for planning safe outdoor activities. Number 5. Hamilton, Ontario. Hamilton, a major industrial centre in Ontario, has an average PM2.5 level of 7.8 micrograms M3, higher than Kitchener. In 2016, Hamilton recorded the highest air pollution levels in Ontario, primarily due to emissions from the steel industry and heavy vehicle traffic in the area. While Hamilton has made significant strides in recent years, such as increasing industrial emission controls and expanding green spaces, air pollution remains a persistent issue, especially near large manufacturing plants. Emissions from heavy industries not only harm respiratory health, but also increase the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease and stroke. Investing in environmentally friendly production technologies is key to reducing pollution and improving air quality in the city. Number 4. Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. Yellowknife, the capital of the Northwest Territories, is a unique case on this list. The city's average PM2.5 level is 7.8 micrograms M3, similar to Hamilton, but what stands out is Yellowknife's significant improvement in air quality compared to previous years. In 2014, the city's PM2.5 level was as high as 15.8 micrograms M3, double the current figure. The main contributor to air pollution in Yellowknife is wildfires in the surrounding areas. However, efforts to control wildfires, combined with reduced emissions from mining and industrial activities, have led to notable improvements. Despite this progress, Yellowknife residents need to remain cautious during wildfire season, following government advisories and using air purifiers during smoky periods can help protect health. Number 3. Regina, Saskatchewan. Regina, the capital of Saskatchewan, is experiencing a concerning increase in air pollution. The city's average PM2.5 level is 8.1 micrograms M3, a 170% jump from just 4.6 micrograms M3 in 2008. This rapid increase reflects external factors and climate change. One major factor is severe wildfires, particularly those in Fort McMurray, Alberta. Smoke from these fires not only degrades air quality in Alberta, but also spreads to western Saskatchewan, including Regina. Wildfire-related PM2.5 contains many harmful substances that can irritate the lungs and increase the risk of chronic illnesses such as asthma, COPD, and even lung cancer. Those with pre-existing conditions and children are particularly vulnerable to these effects. Number 2. Quebec City, Quebec. Quebec City, one of Canada's most beautiful cities, with its historic architecture and rich culture, has an average PM2.5 level of 8.2 micrograms M3, making it the second most polluted city in the country. Vulnerable groups include individuals with chronic illnesses, cardiovascular diseases, respiratory diseases, COPD, asthma, and diabetes. Children and the elderly. Weaker immune systems make them more susceptible to poor air quality. Pregnant women. Air pollution can impact fetal development. Sources of pollution. In addition to common sources like traffic and industry, Quebec City is affected by emissions from heating systems during the winter. Furthermore, wind carrying dust and pollutants from other regions exacerbates the air quality problem. Health tips. Avoid outdoor activities during peak pollution hours or when air quality advisories are in effect. Use public transportation to reduce vehicle emissions, improve indoor ventilation, and avoid ozone-producing appliances, which can irritate the lungs. Number 1. Windsor, Ontario. Windsor, situated along the Detroit River and serving as a key gateway between Canada and the United States, unfortunately, tops the list of Canada's most polluted cities with an average PM2.5 level of 8.3 micrograms M3. This makes Windsor a hotspot for poor air quality. Causes of pollution. Geographic location. Windsor is near major industrial areas in Detroit, US, which release significant emissions from steel and automotive plants. Traffic. As a border city with high vehicle traffic, Windsor experiences a substantial amount of exhaust emissions. Industrial activity. Local industries contribute significantly to air pollution. Those with chronic conditions such as lung or heart diseases need to be especially mindful of air quality. Prolonged exposure to PM2.5 not only worsens existing conditions, but can also lead to severe issues like strokes and respiratory diseases. Conclusion. This list serves as a stark reminder that while Canada is regarded as one of the world's countries with the best air quality, some cities still face significant pollution challenges. From Regina to Windsor, each region has its unique struggles. However, with collaboration between governments and communities, air quality can be improved to ensure health and sustainable development. Thank you for watching today's video. Although Canada is known for its clean environment, air pollution challenges remain in many cities. These issues not only impact the environment, but also directly affect our health. Let's work together. From small actions like using public transportation and reducing emissions to raising community awareness to protect cleaner, greener air for ourselves and future generations. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on interesting content. Share your thoughts about the air quality where you live in the comments below. See you in the next video.